Hi, welcome to January. So, you know what I think is super interesting is that when we get to January, we're in this flood of feeling like we need to start. We need to get going. You know what I mean? And so we get all these plans and emotions and ideas flood us, And we get really super excited about them. And at the same time as we get super excited about them, we also get a little overwhelmed, right? Because all of a sudden it's like so many plans at the same time. Like, where do you start? And the idea of what you actually wanted to create, the idea of what you were looking to hold, of what you wanted to do, like the inspiration behind the whole thing, seems to get lost in the shuffle of all the things that we're doing. You know what I mean? That's the energy that we bring in. So I want to remind us in January to not feel as though you have to be doing. That instead you get to generate an idea of what you want to bring in for that month, or even in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months. Sometimes I like to look at 6 months, give myself that space and time. So for example, for me, in the next 6 months, I'm really looking to publish my book. And I give myself that period of time, that 6-month period of time, because that energy can sustain me over the 6 months, and I don't feel like I have to go run and execute everything, one thing after the next thing. It's not really productive for me to have that kind of a feeling, because it's really more of a marathon than it is a sprint. And I feel like everything in life is more of a marathon than it is a sprint. I mean, there's certain things that, you want to do quickly and take care of them quickly and be on top of them. That stuff, I guess, feels more like sprint energy, like quick, fast. But usually when you have an inspiration, it comes from a place of passion from inside of yourself, of something that you're looking to create, something you're looking to attract into your life. You're looking to bring in more harmony into your life. You're looking to attract more love in your life. You're looking to let go of fear. Those kinds of things are coming from a place of passion, of what you're looking to heal and get past, right? And so when you're in that space of the bigger picture of what you're looking to try and create, those kinds of things can't happen from one day to the next day. But every time you take a step in that direction, whether you're working with a coach or if you're creating your own goals of what you want to achieve, taking those steps, whatever steps they are, allow you to get to the place that you want to be. The truth is, we create these random goals for ourselves. Oh, I want to do this in 6 months. I want to do this in 4 months. We actually are creating that pressure. We actually are creating that vision. So it's great to have a goal, but to also have compassion for yourself. That if there are things that happen on the way of the goal, to be compassionate with yourself and not feel like a failure when you don't actually achieve it in 6 months. You know what I mean? So if you're actually creating that pressure for yourself to do something, to be compassionate about how much stress do you actually want to create for yourself to achieve it? Or how do you want to actually approach this thing that you want to achieve? Do you want to approach it with fun? Do you want to approach it with laughter? Do you want to approach it with lightheartedness? How do you actually want to be feeling while you're working on this thing that you're doing? And it really doesn't make a difference what it is. But for me, if I can approach anything with a lighthearted feeling, with a feeling of love and compassion for what I am doing, if I can be in a space where I know who I am and authentically be myself in everything that I do, well, then that's really what I choose to be. And so for January, I just want to remind you that connection is only a breath away. Connection to yourself, connection to source, connection to your higher self. And that connection allows you to find and reconnect to your passion, reconnect to what's important to you, and remember why it is you're doing the things you're doing. So for January, the cards that I'm pulling are in alignment and in connection to who we are. So the card that I pulled is the Wall, which is so perfect. The wall seems to be an obstacle, but the obstacles that sometimes feel as though they're unbreakable, that you can't get past, really are just an illusion. Sometimes the wall isn't really a wall. Sometimes it is a fear. And that if we approach that fear with a place of love and compassion for ourselves, we can find support around us to approach that obstacle with greater strength within ourselves. We all are very strong people and have overcome many things in our lives. But the truth is that we don't have to push through everything. That we can go through things with support and connection and love and feel as though we are rising instead of feeling like we are succumbing to something that feels unobtainable. So when we get support and when we get connection to source and to our guides, we feel like we aren't alone. We feel like we are seen. We feel acknowledged. So I wanted to dedicate January to reminding yourself that connection is a breath away, and support in that connection is a breath away. And I get support not just with my guides in the universe, but here on earth. And I wanted to suggest to you to surround yourself with guides in your life that are all there for you if you reach out to them, and also to the people in your life that you go to for support. And remember that they have your back just like you have theirs. And to reciprocally give, but also be in a place of receiving support. Sometimes it's easier to be in control and give support, and harder, especially for women, to receive support. So January is about receiving support from your guides, from people in your life that care about you, allowing them to show you that they care about you, reaching out to them for support when you need it, connecting to your guides, asking for acknowledgments and support so that you can sail through and get past those obstacles that feel like they're a wall, and get to the other side and be proud of all of the accomplishments that you've had and all the things that you've let go in your life. And those things are hard to do all by yourself. And I can tell you, I've worked with many different coaches over the years, and I wouldn't be where I was if it wasn't for all of that support that I received. So look out for the people in your life that can reach out to you and let them support you. And reach out to your guides and let them support you and direct you. And I welcome you to January.